everybody. This is Mrs. Lengel, and I am here with Marissa O'Rourke today.
Hello.
Hi, Marissa. I'm so happy to have you here as our second senior spotlight, our next artist spotlight. And we're going to share some of your artwork and some of your experiences in photography class. So, you ready?
Yep.
The first picture I really want to talk about is the one from the ASAP photo contest. So why don't you tell us what we're looking at?
So what we're looking at is my picture. The theme was quarantine. So what came to my mind originally was the 6 feet, how that had really became a part of our life. And everyone's like, well, you have to be 6 feet apart. So we went out and I'm like, oh, do you have like a ruler or something? And they just happened to, and I got really up close to it. And I didn't want the person to be in focus. I wanted it to be the 6 feet to really emphasize it. And the background just happened to be all perfect and the lighting. And it was just taken on a phone camera. And I ended up having to win person's choice for that photo.
Yeah, best in show. Hundreds of kids in the state of Connecticut sent in pictures for this quarantine photo contest, and you got best in show.
Yeah, it was really shocking. I didn't even know until later that night. Like I was in work when that was going on, and Hunter happened to have texted me, oh my god, you won. And I'm like, what?
It's so amazing. I'm so proud of you. I watched the whole show because some of our other students were recognized. And it was just so great to see that you won.
I got a call from the lady being like, you won. And I started breaking down crying in my car. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
It's such a beautiful honor. I love it so much. I'm so proud of you. Let's talk about this Andy Goldsworthy because it's kind of nice to see the green grass.
I know, I miss it. I love that picture so much. It came out so well.
So tell us what we're looking at. Tell us what it's about.
So we had the Andy Goldsworthy project, which was you making like a sculptor out of all natural objects. And I wanted to involve leaves and swirls because I was looking at some of Andy Goldsworthy pictures, and he has just these intricate sculptures that he's taking these pictures of. And I knew that the leaves just started falling because it was still the beginning of fall. So I got like a piece of wood that happened to be outside of our house from doing wood chopping. And I found some rocks, I stacked them up, and I swirled the leaves out. There's no tape or anything. It was just all natural products.
That's awesome. That's for the outside listener. Andy Goldsworthy never used tape or glue or anything. He would use his spit to hold leaves down or mud. So that's awesome. So you did it, and you didn't even cheat.
I didn't. I didn't have to cheat at all.
That's amazing. I would love to also talk about this mask project. I really love your results, and I'd love for people to hear about this picture.
Yeah, so I was so lost on what to do with the mask because there's been so many different ideas with it. Like you could paint it, you could do this and that. And I'm like, what if I just cut it up?
Yeah. So even before so I handed out masks to everybody in the class in advanced photography and basically said that there's no rules. I just want something beautiful by next week. And so, okay, so you cut it up. Keep going.
I cut it up, and I'm like, well, I kind of want to put it back together to show that it has been cut up. And I thought tape was going to look too tacky. And so I spent hours and hours just sewing it back up. And I was going to put it all the way back together, but I started losing pieces. And I was like, you know what? It kind of looks better without all of the pieces put back together because it's showing like you're piecing your life back together.
Yeah, I think we're all piecing our life back together as we head into March 2021 and into April. I 2021. Yep, that's right. I had to question whether I was on the right year.
Slowly piecing your lives back together from the year that we had.
100%. I really enjoy your brain dance project. This is a yearly thing that we do in advanced photography where we send photographs into the Institute of Living in Hartford to raise awareness for disabilities. And I love the piece that you did. If you could share what it's about.
Yeah. So my piece I did on dyslexia because I do suffer from dyslexia and it has been quite a struggle for me. And I wanted to show that by just looking in on a person's piece of paper and how they actually see it, where the words are all moved around and everything. And then around the edge is just insults that people are constantly getting for when they have dyslexia. Like, why are you so slow? There's no way that you can't read this. You read this all the time. How come you can't read this now? And I was with my English teacher, actually. She was helping me writing the part out. And when she saw the picture, she was like, this is bone chilling, but in a good way.
Yeah, it really is. Your heart is on your sleeve in every piece of art that you make. I think that's what I love about your pieces, is that they just bring that extra level of emotionalness that they're just so real and beautifully shot. Your skills are fantastic. So you're a senior.
Yeah, I am.
What's the best advice you have for students that are still going to Woodland? Because you're moving on, but speaking to the 9th, 10th, and 11th graders, what's the best advice that you can give them?
The best advice I could probably give is just try and enjoy it. You're going to lose people that you think you're always going to have, but sometimes that happens and you just got to move on and keep going. Like, your real friends are really going to stick with you. And I know people say that a lot, but it really is true for high school.
It's completely true. I love that. How have fine arts classes prepared you for your future?
Because they really have prepared me, because I did end up having a job in photography at one point, and it really did help, because like I knew parts of the camera that other people didn't know, not even like my manager knew, and they were like, how'd you do that? I'm like, well, I've been in years and years of photo classes, and I want to go into photography when I'm older. Going into like cosmetology and being able to take pictures of my work to put them and display them is going to really help with that.
A lot. So you're going into cosmetology. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I'm going to try to go to Oxford Academy of Hair Design. I actually went there yesterday, and they are saving a spot for me right now for July.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
I'm really,
wonderful.
really, really, truly excited, and I love just everything about, art and makeup, and that's just always been something I've loved to express.
That's amazing. So anything else you'd like to share? Any other like pieces that you've done that you just feel like we need to talk about, that you're really proud of? I mean, I love your Instagram.
Yeah, my Instagram project was really good, but I really loved my Hockney one.
I love your Hockney. So
my Hockney, it took me quite a bit, because I was doing it originally. It was like really dark at night, and I was like, I can't use these pictures. They're just too dark. They're too all over the place. The lighting is too all over the place. So I went back out and I retook the pictures, and I just kept snapping and snapping and snapping until I felt like I had enough, and I put them all together on a dock and printed them. I would have liked to have put them on a piece of wood, but at that point in time, it was covered in snow.
Yeah, and we've sort of been bound by this virus for a long time. It's been a really interesting year. Usually with a David Hockney, we print them out and we hang them on the wall so the students can walk up and down the hall and see them. But we've had to resist hanging things on the wall this year. So I am going to share this in this podcast that everybody's listening to right now, so they can see it. But everything's so beautiful. You're so talented, and I'm just excited to see what's going to happen with your future as I look at how beautiful your eye makeup is on right now. Great things are going to happen for you. You will definitely have to share with us your Instagram when you start doing the makeup and sharing that with the rest of the world. And I really appreciate you sitting down and talking and sharing. And I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you in September.
I'm going to miss you too. I'm going to miss a lot of the fine arts teachers, because I've gotten really close with. Obviously, you and Mr. Mizuraka, I've gotten really close with, so it's going to be sad when I leave.
Yeah, there's always social media, and you can always come visit. So thanks. Thank you so much. And that's it. So we're gonna stop this podcast right now.